Tough 28-14 loss today. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement.
First of all, I'm proud of how our team fought today. We had a lot of guys in there that were, first time, starting and that type of thing. A lot of guys, fought hard, played hard. Really proud of Drew Martin, his first college start. He came in last week in the Tennessee game and gave us a little spark and really did that without a whole lot of practice. He had the full week to be knowing that he was going to be the starting quarterback. He was excited about the opportunity, and he played that way today. He made a lot of plays today. Obviously, we had some turnovers there that were tough and hard to overcome. You can't turn the football over like we have been, and really it's 4 straight games where you're turning the football over on our end of the field. I thought, real crucial part of the game was the last 2 minutes of the first half. We had a 4th and 2 at their 46-yard line, and I felt like we had 3 timeouts left. They had to punt into the wind. So, if we could punt them down deep, hold them. We've been playing good defense because it's 7-6. We're winning 7-6 with 2 minutes left in the first half. And really their offensive series, they did not, they threw an incomplete pass and ended up, we didn't have to utilize a timeout and to get the ball back. And, we hold them and they punt. And I'm not sure how far that punt was, but I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 70-plus yards. And then we had a freshman returner back there. We're down 2 punt returners. Our starting punt returner, Jai Gilmore, is out for a few weeks with a hand injury. He had to have surgery this past Wednesday and is out. And he's an outstanding punt returner. Ty Carter's our other punt returner. He's out for the year. So DT Gideon's our other punt returner, and he was out for the game. So we were down to our 4th punt returner. And, Jaleel worked this week at, catching punts and, really made a mistake there. He should have fair caught the ball, but, he gave a lot of ground. We ended up back on our 11-yard line, and so that was a huge turning point. We had a chance to get the ball back. He felt somewhere around midfield, with 3 timeouts left with a chance to go score again. Instead, we end up backed up on our own 11. Threw an interception, gave them a short field there, and they were able to get a score right before half. I thought that was a huge momentum change in the game. And then, obviously, we battled back, fought back, came back and got the ball, we scored a touchdown, then got the ball way back down. Had it on their 5-yard line, second goal at the 5. And they have a 95-yard, return for a touchdown, and that really broke open. But we battled back, and kept fighting. And but when you turn the football over 4 times, and it's very hard, especially when the other team, does not. We had a pick early and wasn't able to take advantage of it. We started the game there early with an interception and did not get any points out of that drive. But we did score first. I thought our guys fought hard. I thought they played hard. We certainly are thin in a few positions, but especially offensive line, we're playing basically the same 5 or 6 guys the whole game. And they're really fighting hard, and playing hard. I thought there was a lot of improvement in our team compared to the first, 3 games of the year. I saw our team fight hard last week at Tennessee, until the score got to where, there at the end of the game. But I was really proud of our guys today and proud of how hard they fought. Very disappointed in the outcome of the game. But it's one of those to where, after the game, I think everybody in there felt better about themselves because we did compete hard and we competed all 4 quarters, and we certainly had an opportunity to win the game. And it's still a situation where it's more to what we're doing to ourselves than what the other team is doing. And plain and simple, you don't have a whole lot of opportunity to hang your head. You better not hang it very long. All right. You better take about 24 hours right here, get it out of your system, come in tomorrow. We got training room. We got 1 o'clock weight room. We're going to go roll our sleeves up and go to work and try to find a way to win an OVC football game. We have another OVC opponent coming in here this week in SEMO. So we're going to roll our sleeves up and do everything we can to win that football game.
Question for Coach Alexander.
Coach, Ben Craven, Herald Citizen. You were finally able to get the offense really clicking today. Talk to me about how you guys were able to get the offense going.
Well, the main thing is, we had just some good quarterback play, solid offensive line play. I thought David Giss ran the ball extremely hard today. We had a bunch of different receivers. Hunter Barnhart caught a pass. All of our different receivers caught, numerous passes. Demetrius Fleming got a couple of big catches. Justin Oden had a big catch. Quentin Cross, had several receptions. Hunter Barnhart, had a catch. Our running backs caught the football, so we got the ball. The good thing Drew Martin does, there's nobody on our staff outside, and there's nobody on our entire team outside of our coaching staff that knows our offense as good as Drew Martin. He has signaled in every play, has wore the headset, and has been that guy for the last 3 years that he's been here. He's a true student of the game. And, and I thought he came in and did a good job of just getting the ball to where it's supposed to go. Now he made this is his first college start ever. So he was going to make some mistakes, and he made some, but he made a lot of positive plays just by getting the ball where it's supposed to go. So I think the big reason, offensively, was that we got more, we got solid quarterback play, consistent quarterback play, and we were able to, effectively run the football, which was first time that we ran it some in the Sanford game in the first half, started the third quarter, but we were able to get some running game going and did a nice, some job making some plays at the wide receiver position today.
Coach, you think in the turnover game, you think things are going to start to fall your way at some point?
Well, hopefully they do. They're going to have to if we want to win a football game. That's plain and simple. The one was, the one interception was just a poor decision. You can't wait that long to go, come off your first read and throw the ball across the field there before the half. That was really unfortunate. The other one was just, man, we had a wide open hole. I think we scored a touchdown on the quarterback power that we had called. And, it's one of those where you're trying to see the hole and see the touchdown before you actually secure the quarterback snap and, just kind of mishandle it. And one of those breaks, we've had a few times we've called some fumbles, but the other teams ended up back on. That thing bounced perfect. The guy picks it up and goes 95 and, really good drive. What a great drive we put together there. Just got to finish that. And, but I believe it will. I think Drew will learn from his mistakes today. And I believe that we will improve in that particular area.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach, Jamel Singleton had a few good plays rushing the kicker for Eastern Illinois, forcing him to miss 2 field goals and an extra point.
Very proud of Jamal. He's an excellent special teamer and had to start at corner today. We were without our 2 starting corners, Jai Gilmore and Cameron Hudson, and so Jamal stepped in and started at corner for us today and, did a really nice job there. He played every snap at corner, most of the game at corner, and then played on all the special teams. He is on our punt team, our punt return team, our, kickoff team and that kind of thing, and plays with great effort. He doesn't take, those type plays off. And, he did a nice job. And those were just some big stops, that we had defensively, to hold them to some missed field goals. And, of course, we had one of our own, as well there early in the game that I thought was a big, momentum, turn right there, missing that field goal after Jamal had the actual interception there to create that opportunity. So Jamal had an outstanding game today. He's a competitor and very proud of him and how he played.
Drew Martin certainly earned his start last week in the closing minutes of Tennessee. To come out here today, throw 315 yards in his first start, that's impressive. It
is impressive. That was very impressive. The main thing is Drew wanted the opportunity. He was excited about the opportunity. He's a mature young man. Again, Drew's a 4.0 student and is a student of the game football-wise, like I've said, and he's a guy that, he's got all the intangibles that you're looking for, at the quarterback, position. And, as far as, being able to handle the huddle. And that was our biggest thing, was just the procedural stuff. We're having, just some different things. He's able to get, handle the 40-second clock, the 25-second clock, make sure that we get plays, guys. And we got a lot of young guys out there. So you're having to coach all of them up to make sure, each play that you're getting them where they need to be. I thought he, effectively and efficiently brought a calmness to our offense, if that makes sense. We haven't had, it's been almost a little 3-alarm fire in the first few games to where everything seems to be, just a little out of kilter and that type of thing. Drew brings a calmness, I think, and confidence to the huddle. Linemen just sit there and they go do their job. Receivers do their job. And, and he was able to get the football to a lot of different guys today. I was really proud of him. I thought he played his heart out and, he made some mistakes in his first start, but, you're going to make some of those. He was not the reason we didn't win the football game today. A couple of his mistakes were big, but we had some mistakes in the kicking game, and field position in the kicking game that you just can't do. And, defensively, again, we played hard and had a good effort today. We're putting some bad spots at time, but also we gave up some things on defense that you can't give up as well, So really, just when you play OVC teams, every game, there's not much room for error. There's not, you can't certainly go and turn the football over and have some of the mistakes we made and still find a way to win. But we did have an opportunity to win, deep into the second half. We just weren't able to, finish the one drive and execute a few things. But, I will say it was the best locker room after a game that we have had so far this year, because I felt, I saw some fight and some heart and some guys pulling for each other and picking each other up. And, I saw more of that today than we've seen in the previous games. And that's what it's going to be here. That's how things are going to go down here. That's how we do things here. We are a team built on team, and we will continue to do that. I thought we made some steps to grow in that area today, and I cannot wait if the good Lord bless me with an opportunity for my feet to hit the ground tomorrow morning and go to work. I cannot wait to go to work and get this team back in the weight room and get us moving forward to get ready for Southeast Missouri State. Because I can tell you, they're not sitting there feeling one bit sorry for anything that's going on around here. Coach Tuke is going to bring his guys in here and could care less, kind of what we got going on or happening here. And so, and quite honestly, I'm not really concerned a whole lot about them either. I'm more concerned about getting our team. I do know we got a team that's going to fight. I do know we got a team that is growing. We're trying to find our personality. This team is trying to find its identity. Obviously, when you're playing numerous quarterbacks like we have and have had different guys in and out of the lineup, it's hard to find your identity, right now as a team. And I thought we found some today. I thought we found some things today, after the game to where everybody knows that, look, we played hard, but we didn't play well enough to win. And let's take ownership of what it is we're not doing well. And let's roll our sleeves up and see if we can't get one next week.
One player that has really impressed me, and he had a great game today, Devin Squires, a young kid, and he's making some plays out there.
Now, he's probably one of the more improved guys we've had in our program. From the time he was a freshman, here and came in and kind of earned some playing time, as the season went in the spring, as we had some few injuries and a few things, some other young guys got some opportunity. And he's a guy that when he got an opportunity, took advantage of his opportunity, and I think the light kind of came on. He'd been a linebacker in high school, played a little defensive line his senior year. Had really never been a hand on the ground guy, so I think it's taken him some time. And I tell you, Coach Council, Rico Council, we added our staff. Rico works with our defensive ends, and, Sam Williamson works with all of our D linemen, with all of our interior guys. And I think having somebody just to focus on his, at his position and kind of work with him, I've seen him really improve, and he practices hard every day. He competes hard every day, and they're really proud of him, and he is showing up and making some plays.
Any other questions for Coach Alexander? All right, I think we're good. Coach, we'll see you next week against Southeast Missouri.
Okay, thank you.